गुड इवनिंग दोस्तों, माय नेम इज़ अमन कुमार और आप लोगों का स्वागत है हमारा इस छोटे से चैनल में। शुभ रात्रि। और हम लोगों ने फ़िलहाल अपने पिछले वीडियो में कंप्लीट किया डे 5, ऑलमोस्ट डे 6, बट वो अनफॉर्चुनेटली रीडिंग बेस पे नहीं था, तो हम उसमें कुछ आउटकम नहीं दे पाए ज़्यादा। हाँ, बट छोटा सा इन्फॉर्मेशन था, तो छोटी सी वीडियो थी। आज का हमारा टॉपिक है पतंजलि योग सूत्र 18, जहाँ पर हम लोग 18वें सूत्र के बारे में पढ़ेंगे और रीडिंग करेंगे। इसको चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं, बिकॉज़ हमारे पास ज़्यादा कुछ बात करने के लिए है नहीं, तो हम सीधा अपने टॉपिक पे आते हैं। और मैं आपको अपने एक दोस्त से मिलवाना चाहता हूँ। मिलवाने का मन तो है, लेकिन वो आएगा नहीं। देख रहा है मुझे बहुत ध्यान से, लेकिन आ नहीं रहा। देखते, ट्राई करते हैं, आता है कि नहीं आता है। भागे, पीछे मत जाना बस। अब मैं हाथ ऐसे ही रखूँ अपना में। तो हम लोग स्टार्ट करते हैं ना। इसको पेंसिल बहुत पसंद है, बट मैं वैसे पेंसिल नहीं दूंगा, बिकॉज ये पेंसिल से ना फिर पेंसिल को चीर फाड़ कर करके पूरा काट देता है। पेंसिल नहीं मिलेगा इसको। इसका नाम अमन है। अमन मतलब मिट्ठू सब लोग बोलते हैं, और मिट्ठू तो वैसे पेंसिल के पीछे भागने लग गया अभी। इसको पेंसिल चाहिए। नहीं, पेंसिल नहीं मिलेगा तुम्हें, छोड़ दो बच्चे। ऊपर रहो। आज हम लोग बुक पढ़ते हैं। आराम से बैठ जाओ, बुक पढ़ते हैं। पतंजलि योग सूत्र 18, 18वां सूत्र, जहाँ पर हम पढ़ने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। और मिठू में परेशान कर रहा है, वो पेंसिल छीनने की कोशिश कर रहा है बार बार। कोई नहीं। विराम प्रत्ययाभ्यास पूर्व समस्कार शेषोन्य। Virama means complete sessions. Pratyaya means content of mind, mental modification. Abhyasa means by the practice. Purva means of the previous. Samaskara means impressions. Shesho means remain. Anya means the other. Samadhi. By the formally convinced practice of the complete sessions of the mental modifications, the impressions only remain. This is the other samadhi, asamprajanta samadhi. In samprajanta samadhi, the buried seeds can still come into the conscious mind when the proper opportunity is given and pull you into worldly experience. That is why all these 4 stages should be passed and you should get into asamprajanta samadhi, where even the ego feeling is not there and the seeds of past impressions are rendered harmless. In that state, only the consciousness is there and nothing else. Once that is achieved, the individual is completely liberated and there is no more coming into the world and getting tossed, although you appear to be in the world then. You are not involved. Having achieved this, the world is just a shadow from which you are completely free. That is what is meant by liberated person. It is not that liberated person just goes away from the world or dies. He or she is called Jivan Mukta. one who lives but at the same time liberated. So, you first understand the nature completely, then bring it under your control, and then push it aside and get liberated. Sometimes people try to renounce the word by retiring to a forest or cave, thinking that otherwise they will get caught. But such people can never be free from the nature. They can never hide anywhere, wherever they go. Never will follow. There is no other way except to understand it, handle it properly, and then rise above it. That is why the Samprajanta Samadhi with all its four varieties should be practiced. Then you can easily understand Asamprajanta Samadhi, because when you understand the Prakriti, you can brush it aside and turn in, see yourself. You understand yourself to be the pure self or the Purusha, which seem to have been entangled in Prakriti and is now finally free. Patanjali Yoga Sutra 19. Bhav Pratyo Videha Prakriti Layanam. Bhav means existence, birth. Pratyah means content of mind, mental modification. Vidhe means bodiless, God and spirits. Prakriti Layanam means merged into nature. Those who merely live their physical bodies and attain the state of celestial deities, or those who get merged in nature have rebirth. Suppose you practice a little Samprajanta Samadhi and then die. Do you lose all these benefits? Patanjali says no. Once you gain a certain mastery, have nature, but lost this body before attaining the highest goal of liberation, you छोड़ नहीं रहे हैं यार, ये क्या कर रहे हो? इसको पेंसिल चाहिए, पेंसिल के पीछे पड़ो। तुम मुझे परेशान कर रहे हो, तुम्हें पता है? तुम मुझे परेशान कर रहे हो। बाली काट, नाखून बहुत लंबे लंबे इसके। छोड़ दो, गर्दन काट देंगे तुम्हारी, ठीक है ना? नहीं मिलेगा तुम्हें। मेरे नाखून क्यों काट रहे हो? मिठू, अमन, मुझे पहचानते हो तुम मैं कौन हूँ? मुझे पहचान रहे हो? जिद कर रखा है इस लड़के ने, जिद कर रखा, नाखून काटे जा रहे हैं, बहुत इसका नाखून बहुत दर्द कर रहा है, सब तोड़ देगा। इसको ना देना पड़ेगा लग रहा है। ले जाओ ले जाओ, भागो लेके, भागो लेके। हाथ में पूरा छेद कर दिया। हमें फिर से पढ़ना पड़ेगा ना। Those who merely leave their physical bodies and attain the state of celestial deities, or those who get merged in nature, have birth. Suppose you practice a little Samprajanta Samadhi and then die. Do you lose all the benefits? Patanjali says no. Once you gain a certain mastery over nature but lost this body before attaining the highest goal of liberation, you go on to become one of the controllers of nature. Such people are called Videha. Suppose you have mastered the gross elements without going into the subtler ones, you become the controller of the gross elements of nature. If you had stopped at the practice of Sa Asmita Samadhi, having reached the very depth of nature, you would have become the master of nature. Such people are called the Siddha Purusha, or the gods who control the different phenomena. Indra Varuna, Agni, and so on, according to the Hindu names. But whoever they become, they have to come back to study for it and get liberated. Temporarily, they have dropped out of nature, but to get the final degree, they have to enter the university again. We drop out temporarily, but if we are interested in getting the degree, we have to go back to the university. Prakriti is that university. You go to a certain point and get into a higher abode and control nature. But still, the seeds of desires and attachments are there. You are not completely liberated. So you come back again to fulfill the other practices and get the degree. That is why even the goddess have to become human being. It is only on the human level that there is a possibility of getting liberation. The gods are just human beings who have evolved a little further and learned to control nature, and by that control have earned the enjoyment of certain pleasures in the heavens. But after that, they come back. This coming and going will always be there until the burn all the seeds of desire and becomes completely liberated by knowing themselves. Sutra 20. Shraddha, Virya, Smriti, Samadhi, प्रज्ञा पूर्वक इत्रेषाम. Shraddha means faith, Virya means Vigra, power, Smriti means memory, Samadhi means contemplation, Prajna means discernment, wisdom, insight, Purvaka means precedes, Itresham means for the others. For the others, this asamprajanta samadhi could come through faith, vigor, memory, contemplation, and or by discernment. These are some of the methods Patanjali gives that will be discussed further in Book 2, the portion on yogic practice. Just briefly, faith must be there, or at last courage. You must be strong and you should have a good memory of all these mistakes you have made and the lesson you have learned, so as and not to fall back into the worldly rut again. And of course there must be contemplation or samadhi, as Patanjali has been talking about all along. And finally, discernment of or discrimination between the real self and the unreal prakriti. Sutra 21. Tivra samvega nama snah. Tivra means knee intent. Samveganam means with great speed. Asana means sitting very close. To the knee and intent practitioner, this samadhi comes very quickly. Sutra 22. Mradu, Madhya, Dhimatratva, Tato, Pi, Vishesha. Mradu means mild. Madhya means medium. Admatratvat means from full, intense. Tata means thereupon. Api means also. Vishesha means differentiation. distinction. The time necessary for success further depend on whether the practice is mild, medium or intense. Patanjali Yoga Sutra 23. Ishwar Pranidhana Dva. Ishwar means Supreme God. Pranidhanat means from dedicate devotion. Va means all. Or Samadhi is attained by devotion with total dedication to Ishvara. Here he say that there is another way to get success, Ishvara Prani Dhana और सेल्फ सरेंडर टू गॉड, डेट इज़ कॉल्ड, इसको हम भक्ति भी कहते हैं, हिंदी में भक्ति। एक भक्ति रस के थ्रू हम जो अपना मेन जो गोल है, अगर हम खुद को जाने तो हम अपना मेन गोल को अटेन कर सकते हैं भक्ति रस के द्वारा, जो कि इसमें बताया जा रहा है। सेल्फ सरेंडर टू गॉड बाय द टर्म ईश्वरा, पतंजलि मीन्स द सुप्रीम कॉन्शियसनेस, नॉट द इंडिविजुअल सोल बट the supreme soul. Patanjali goes on to explain who Ishvara is. Sutra 24. Kalesha Karma Vipakshya Paramishta Purusa Vishesha Ishvara. Kalesha means afflictions, Karma means action, Vipaka means fruit of actions, Ashyahi means storehouse of impressions left by desires, Apramrishta means unaffected by, Purusha means self-soul, Vishesha means distinction, Ishvara means supreme God. Ishvara is the supreme Purusha, unaffected by any afflictions, actions, fruits of actions, or by any inner impressions of desires. This means Ishvara has no desire, thus no actions, and no need to reap the fruits of actions. Then what is Ishvara? सूत्र 25. तत्र नृत्यस्यम सर्वज्ञ बीजम. तत्र means there in Ishvara. Nrityasam means unsurpassed manifestation above the highest. Sarvajna omniscience. Bijam means seed. In Ishvara is the complete manifestation of the seed of omniscience. In other words, Ishvara is all knowing and is knowledge itself. The cosmic knowledge is called the Supreme Soul or Purusha. Cosmic. How can we imagine or visualize it? Imagine a circle. You see the space within it and the space outside it. Their inner space is finite and the outer is infinite. If you accept the extension of a finite space, automatically you have to accept an infinite one. Without infinite, there can be no finite. The moment you say, I am man, there must a woman. If you say left, there must be a right. The thought of one implies the thought of the other. We feel that our minds and knowledge are limited and finite, so there must be a source of infinite knowledge beyond that. Sutra 26. Sa Purve Sa मपि गुरुः कालेन नव चच्छेदात्। गलत पढ़ दिया मैंने, कालेन वच्छेदात्। सः means he, पूर्ववेशाम means of the ancient, api means even, guruha means teacher, kalena by time, anvachedat means unconditioned, uncut from, unconditioned by time. Ishvara is the teacher of even the most ancient teacher. Although all knowledge is within you and you need not get it from outside, somebody is still necessary to help you understand your own knowledge. That is why a teacher or guru is necessary. He or she helps you go within and understand yourself to help you. Your guru must know something him or herself. From where did your guru get that knowledge? It must have been learned from somebody else. There must be a chain of gurus. Then who is the first guru? There may be hundreds of the thousands of gurus, but there should be a primary one. There should be an infinite reservoir of knowledge from which all knowledge came in the beginning. That is why Patanjali says the Supreme Purusha or Ishvara is the Guru of the Gurus. So, Ishvara, Prani, Dhana or devotion to the all-knowing Ishvara is another method for obtaining Samadhi. It is the emotional path which is easier than the other methods mentioned before. Just surrender yourself, saying, I am thin, all is thin, they will be done. The moment you have resigned yourself completely, you have transcended your own ego. We try to practice yoga with our egos. Oh, I can concentrate, I can penetrate this object, I can empty my mind. All these ideas of I can should become I cannot, I can'ts. We should become completely resigned when we say I can. We are speaking as a part of nature. Once we say I cannot doing anything, it is you. We have risen above nature. That is a simple and safe shortcut if you can do it. Ultimately, nobody can achieve internal peace by doing something with the mind, which is part of nature. That supreme joy can only be acquired when you rise above nature by complete surrender. Then you transcend nature and understand God in the transcendental state. Once you transcend, you know that you were never involved in nature, big or small. You are completely pure and free. Then you become one with the transcendent God. In that state, as Jesus said, I and my Father are one. You can never say that as Mr. So and so with 150 pounds of flesh and bone and 5 6 inches height and curly hair, which I can say I and my Father are one. The pure I who is uninvolved and free from nature, that is freedom comes once you surrendered yourself completely to God. In our ordinary lives we have yoga union with nature, but now we want yoga with God. We have union always, but our union with Prakriti should be changed to union with God. Union with God is the real yoga. So now you can see the connection between the devotional side of the religious teachings and yoga. There is no difference between religion and yoga. Yoga is the basis of all the religious. With the light of yogic understanding, you can walk into even the difficult corners of the scriptures and understand every religious well. हिलाना पतंजलि योग सूत्र 27। अभी टाइम हो रहा है 7:47 और आज की तारीख है 17 जुलाई 2023। शाम का समय, मौसम नॉर्मल है। पसीना थोड़ा बहुत मुझे आ रहा है अभी। और अभी हम पहुंच चुके हैं पतंजलि योग सूत्र 27, जो कि हमें अभी रीड करना चाहिए, पर फ़ोन में बैटरी कम है और मुझे फ़ोन का भी थोड़ा सा यूज़ करना है, जिसकी वजह से मुझे इस बैटरी को बचा के रखना पड़ेगा। अपने अदर वीडियो जो भी मैंने कल रिकॉर्ड किया, छोटा सा वीडियो, उसको भी मुझे अपलोड करना है, साथ में इसको भी देखना है। और मैं ये इसलिए कह रहा हूँ कि बैटरी इम्पॉर्टेंट है, बिकॉज़ मेरा फ़ोन का जैक हो रखा है ख़राब, और कंप्यूटर में अटैच करने के बाद वो चार्ज नहीं होता है। मतलब चार्जिंग दिखाएगा बट चार्ज नहीं होगा, वो धीरे धीरे डाउन ही हो जाएगा। और नीचे वाले रूम, अभी हम फर्स्ट फ्लोर पे हैं, ग्राउंड फ्लोर पे जहाँ पर हमारी पूरी फैमिली एक साथ रहती है, तो वहाँ पर चार्जर है अपना प्रॉपर चार्जर, तो उसके थ्रू वो चार्ज हो जाता है। मैं यहाँ भी चार्जर ला सकता हूँ, बट प्रॉब्लम ये है कि उसमें भी एक प्रॉब्लम है, वो मैं अभी बता नहीं पाऊँगा। तो मतलब वहाँ से मैं चार्जर हटा नहीं सकता, तो मुझे नीचे ही जाके चार्ज करना पड़ेगा। बट फ़ोन का काम मुझे ऊपर है और फ़ोन में बैटरी कम है, और दैट इज़ द रीज़न कि मैं अगर चार्ज में भी लगाता तो धीरे धीरे बैटरी उसका ड्रेन होने लगेगा और मेरे लिए प्रॉब्लम होगा। तो मुझे फ़ोन में बैटरी की ज़रूरत है, और बैटरी कम है, कम से कम 20% के अराउंड बैटरी हमारे फ़ोन में है। तो वैसे तो हम और भी आगे रीड कर सकते हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट अभी मेरा मतलब मन भी कर रहा है, लेकिन थोड़ा सा ना क्या है ना, अभी हैबिट नहीं है। अभी जो पहले का जो फोकस होता है, ठीक है, अभी सिंपल मेरा कहने का मतलब है, अभी थोड़ा हैबिट कम है। तो जैसे जैसे हमारा हैबिट और ज़्यादा बढ़ेगा, हम इस चीज़ को और ज़्यादा अच्छे से और प्रोफेशनल तरीके से, मतलब प्रोफेशनल मीन्स कि एक एज अ एक्सपर्ट, मतलब कि पूरी चीज़ें समझ में आए, जैसे कि एज अ, समझ रहे हैं मेरी बात में क्या कहना चाह रहा हूँ, तो वैसे चीज़ें हमें समझ आए। तो आज के लिए इतना ही। शुभ रात्रि, नमस्ते। मिट्टू बाय बोल दो। अमन तो मेरा नाम है वैसे तो, बट मैं प्यार से बोल देता हूँ, कभी कभार बोलता हूँ, वैसे सब लोग मिट्टू ही बोलते हैं। ओए हीरो, मैं खा जाऊँगा। देख ही नहीं रहा है, देख रहे हो मिठू? अमन, ओए, तो फिर हम थोड़ा बहुत खेलते रहते हैं अपने मिट्टू के साथ में, ऐसा अपना देखो, अभी हम अपने को हटाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और अपना बनाए जा रहे हैं। तो नमस्ते, अब चलते हैं, बाय बाय, गुड नाइट, शुभ रात्रि, फिर मिलेंगे दोबारा।